Welcome Virgo to your reading for August 2025. So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight into your reading. And we're looking at your general energy, your opportunity, your challenge, your unforeseen events, and your advice. So I'm using the Light Seer's Tarot deck, and to clarify, I'm using the Idyl's Tarot. Let me show you what that looks like. Okay. So, in your general energy, Virgo, we have got the Ten of Wands, which does not surprise me, Virgo, because this is about you being the Trojan horse again. It's like constantly struggling to get uphill, carrying the weight of everyone else's burdens, doing way too much, going above and beyond what you should be. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that if you do give yourself some breathing room now and again. It's like, okay, I've had enough of that for 1 week. I'm going to have a week to reset. But you just kind of keep piling on the pressure, and it's not yours to carry. As usual, I get this all the time with you in your readings. The Ten of Wands is the uphill struggle of carrying everyone else's burden. In your opportunity is the Four of Wands. There are opportunities coming your way in August where people are out enjoying themselves. They're celebrating life. They're enjoying the summer, whether it's barbecues, whether it's parties, whether it's just friends getting together in a summer, enjoying the summer evenings, having a drink here or there, whatever it happens to be. You're invited. You are invited. And the opportunity here is to take those invitations and enjoy them. The problem being is that the Ten of Wands energy probably means that by the time you get to 6-7 p.m. you're probably exhausted, and all you want to do is just have a shower, have something to eat, and the next thing you know you'll be asleep. But I think if you solve the Ten of Wands energy, if you stop carrying everyone else's burdens, you get to enjoy the Four of Wands energy. And it shouldn't just be through August either. It should be in general throughout your life. You should be enjoying yourself. In your challenge is the King of Wands. I don't know who this person is, but they are... It feels like someone who is a little bit over the top and a bit too loud for you. It feels like someone who is just... feels like they're trying to be the centre of attention. They're someone that I feel like you don't particularly gel with. And I don't know why they're in your life. Maybe I don't feel like they're directly connected to you. They may be connected to someone close to you, which means that they're going to be around and there's not much you can do about it. Maybe they're your partner's best friend, or maybe they're your daughter or your son's spouse or something like that is what I'm getting. And it's just that you're just like, no, not feeling this one. I have to take this person in small doses. The Emperor energy is in your unforeseen event. Okay, I think this could be you, Virgo. I think this is you actually bringing up your best self. It's like you putting yourself in a position of authority. It's you saying no. Now this is what we needed from you. So I'm not saying that you've never been authoritative. I think you are authoritative, but certain people will always have their way. Certain people you can't say no to. And this Emperor energy is actually coming in, and you're feeling quite relaxed about saying no. not today, not this week. Unfortunately, can't do it, and there's nothing wrong with that, and I think that's great. I also think that you could be maybe facing off with this person, but not in any kind of contentious way. I think it's much more just a case of being cool, calm, and collected, and just saying, you know, I'm really not. I'm not here for whatever it is that you're putting on the table. And they'll get that message, and I think they'll probably back off and they'll quieten down a little bit. It's just, yeah, it's basically inserting yourself to say, you're not the alpha here. You know, maybe this person is on your territory and they're not treating your place with respect, or they're not treating you with respect, and you're just going to put them in their place a little bit, I do feel. In a very, like, cool way, though. Very cool way, where they'll just go, okay. So we've got the Sun in reverse in your advice. I just think this is about, sometimes things aren't very clear. Sometimes things don't present themselves in a very obvious way. Sometimes people try and confuse a situation deliberately because they don't want the actual reality being exposed of a situation, or about themselves. And I think that you're very wise to things like that, Virgo. But you're not the sort of person who seeks it out. So you'll just be quietly, like, observant and thinking, I know what they're doing. I know why they're behaving that way. I know what they're trying to achieve. But I'm not going to, you know, it's not going to become a mission of mine to expose them, because they'll do that themselves. That's the kind of vibe I get with you. So let's see, the Ten of Wands. What's this about? Clarified by the Five of Pentacles reversed and the Ace of Cups reversed. Someone might be leaning on you for financial help or support here as well. I'm assuming it's someone close to you. And I think you're going to come to a place of understanding or realization with the Ace of Cups in reverse, okay, is that you're going to suddenly realize that you're putting a lot into this. You're putting a lot of effort into this. You're helping them out in any possible way you can. For example, maybe you haven't got the money to give them, but you're quite willing to put in the odd extra shift here and there to make some extra money to give them. And then you'll sort of suddenly realise that, hold on a minute, why am I doing all this and they're sat at home eating popcorn, watching Netflix? It is that kind of energy. And the Ace of Cups in reverse is tough love. It just feels like, okay, I'm not going to be absolutely taking the mickey out of like this. So now I'm going to speak up. So the Four of Wands, this is party energy, this is enjoyment, this is happiness, this is celebration. It's coming in with the Ace of Pentacles, it's coming in with the Hierophant. You might be celebrating someone's wedding, okay? Some of you might be going to a wedding. The Hierophant is the card of marriage. The Four of Wands can be about weddings as well. The Ace of Pentacles, it could be some of you are celebrating a new opportunity. Maybe you've been offered a new job or a promotion or a pay rise or something that feels like a new beginning, that could lead to something successful. The King of Wands, this challenging chap, female, might be a female. Who is this? Someone that's really overbearing, a bit too loud for you. Clarified by the Ten of Wands and the Two of Pentacles reversed. Yeah, everything just feels like hard work around this person. Ten of Wands is just, again, is that uphill battle. It's like they're an oxygen thief almost. It feels like that. And yet it almost feels like you don't have much choice about being around this person. You may even be working for this person. I don't know, because I just feel like you're having to climb a mountain, and at the top of the mountain is the person that you just can't abide. Like you're doing a job for them. The Two of Pentacles in reverse is, doesn't matter what you do or how you do it, it just doesn't, I don't know, it's just that kind of feeling of, the one thing you can't bear, Virgo, is not having structure or not having any kind of plan. And this feels like someone who's really quite chaotic, who just is, yeah. And again, you can't really work with that. And it's, maybe it is to do with your career. Maybe it's, but again, maybe it is something to do with something more personal. And then we've got the Emperor. Okay, time to put your foot down. I've had enough of this. Clarified by the Ten of Pentacles and the Hermit reversed. Yeah, you think about it. I do think you think about it. You think, is this the right thing to do? If I just, it depends on how it's all about the delivery. Okay, I need to say something, but I need to do it from a place of chill. And you will do that. And the Ten of Pentacles, I don't know, the Ten of Pentacles in this sense is like, it's making something very clear to someone. It's like someone feels like you need them because they're providing a service to you, when actually they're not. You don't need that service. You're way beyond that service. You are successful. You've been successful. You've reached your goals. You've been there, done that. You've got the t-shirt, and you're making it abundantly clear to them. You're like, I don't know who you think I am, but this is who I am. Okay, so stop trying to patronize me. It's like that. The Hermit in reverse is you, Virgo. It's an interesting one that you're coming in reverse to clarify the Emperor, because it's almost like you're having to let go of all your classic characteristics, to a certain, not all of them, but some of them, just in order to step into that energy just temporarily, to say, I'm in charge. You're not in charge. You're not in control. I am. Okay, so just simmer down. It's like that. The Sun in reverse is clarified by the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Okay, so like I said, you're seeing things clearly. You have been seeing things clearly for quite some time, and maybe you've just been biding your time, waiting just to see something is going to just present itself in a way where I just cannot resist, and I'm not going to be able to resist, just now's the time. And I feel like that's what happens. The Ten of Swords, it does bring about an ending of some kind. Okay, I do feel like you know it's going to bring about an ending. Maybe for some of you, if this is about your job or your career, is that you are in a position where you feel okay, or you're secure enough to say, actually, I don't want this, I don't need this, so I'm going to say no thank you. Which means that you're walking away from something, if it is job, career, or something, or someone, or I don't know. Maybe it's just saying, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't know why you think I am this person, but I'm not this person, and I'm not doing it anymore. No, I'm not gonna, it's not up for debate, and I'm not arguing, I'm not doing it anymore. And you are walking away from something which has been quite destructive, I think. And the Nine of Cups is what comes from that, is the emotional fulfillment of that, the absolute feeling of, wow, that's the best thing I've done for a long time. Sense of relief is going to be huge. So, Virgo, let's do your oracle. We're doing the Star Codes Astro Oracle to finish your reading for August. And you have one of my favourite planets, Jupiter. Jupiter symbolises how we expand our world through education, law, philosophy, travel, abundance, and an expansive spirit. Jupiter, the traditional ruler of Sagittarius and Pisces, is a huge gas giant, 2.5 times the volume of all the other planets put together. It takes 12 years to circle the zodiac, spending roughly 1 year in each sign. Named for the ruler of all the gods and surrounded by 79 known moons, Jupiter never does anything in small proportions. Think bigger. This scenario requires you to be expansive and forgiving. Deal with it in a spacious, curious, fair and philosophical way. Think globally. Bring in contributions from all around the world. Consider travelling physically or travelling with your senses by listening to music from a less familiar culture or tasting their food. Talk to people who grew up in a circumstance foreign to you and get their viewpoint. Diversify your perspective and that of your team to discover the missing pieces needed to make up a larger whole. Engage in abundant optimism. Get the word out through generosity. Give abundantly and goodwill comes back to you. Invest in education, publication and broadcasting. Just be careful that your generosity is actually helping the recipient, not enabling or burdening them. Ask what would really help. Jupiter's energy needs a big room and an audience, but it can overshadow important people in more intimate circumstances. Watch that your expansive capacity does not cramp the experimentation of beginners or crowd-beloved introverts. Notice where you might overwhelm the people you love and give them room for their more subtle style. If you are the one being so overwhelmed, appreciate your own value. Expand in ways that work for you and let the person with Jupiter energy do their thing. You know who the Jupiter energy is, don't we? Jupiter can bring too much of a good thing or leave people feeling overwhelmed. Watch out for magical thinking and a Pollyanna avoidance of problems. Give and you shall receive. Jupiter calls you to expand your worldview, so reach out and feel at one with the whole universe. Hallelujah. It's a good one. It's a good one, Virgo. I think you're finding your place, or you're putting someone else in their place. That's for sure. But I leave you with that. I think it's a good reading. There's anything in there that I think is going to be a problem, put it that way. If you are interested in booking a live reading with me, I'm offering 28% off my live readings throughout August, and all you have to do is click on the link in the description below. Otherwise, I leave you with your reading, and I thank you. Thank you for your love, your support, your encouragement and your engagement that I return to you tenfold. I will see you next time, Virgo. Enjoy the journey.